all to this extremely important session, especially for those who are preparing for the IAS 2022 and even the IAS 2021 examination. I welcome all of you here and I really hope that you take a lot of things away from this particular session. Good evening to all of you, those who have joined in. This session is going live on the YouTube channel of Gradeup IAS and on the Gradeup app as well. So wherever you are seeing this, I welcome you all and I really hope that you can take a lot of things away from this session. Good evening to everyone, those who have come in. If you are watching this on YouTube especially, please do like this session. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button as well. Today, I will be discussing with you certain important tricks that you can use to maximize your score in the UPSC Prelims examination. This is specifically aimed at those people who are trying to prepare for the UPSC examination of 2022. Even if you are appearing for 2021 or later examinations, that will be very helpful for you. So let's begin. Okay, Aarti has a question. Can you please send 28 February class link for 2022 beginners? Aarti, I can't send you a link right now over here, but what you can do is, let's do this. You can go to the link, you can go to the class, you can go to the Gradeup app. On the Gradeup app, go to the free series section and you will find that class. If not, I will ask someone from the team to get in touch with you. Don't worry, you'll get that. Good evening, Aishwarya. Good evening, Suraj. Good evening. Hello. Chalo. So let's begin the class. What are we going to discuss today? We are going to discuss some important tricks and techniques that you can use to make sure that you can maximize your score in the IAS Prelims examination. Now, I'll be telling you certain tricks that you can use to make sure that your score becomes higher. Now, let's first decide something. See, I know and you also know, no one can say that I know all the answers. No one in the IAS examination can claim in the prelims that I know all the answers. No one knows all the answers. Even those who score the top marks do not know all the answers. Remember that. So if you don't know some answers, don't worry. Everyone is like you. Second, हाँ जी सूरज, ये क्लास YouTube पर भी लाइव है. ये दोनों चीजें लाइव ही चल रही हैं, YouTube पर भी और ऐप पर भी. Second thing, even the best of candidates, those who top usually only know for certain answers of 30 to 35 questions out of 100. Prelims में 100 में से out of 100, usually even the toppers know only 30 to 35 answers. But the problem is, if you only attempt 30 to 35 questions, this is obviously not enough. Like, even if you answer all the 35 questions correctly, you will get what, 70 marks, which is just not enough. So everyone, if you see the UPSC paper for the first time, you go through the paper, you will get to know that everyone only knows 30 to 35 answers at the first instant. Then what do you have to do? You can't answer only 35. That is when you have to act smartly. The first thing, you have to know what is the cutoff. Usually what is the usual cutoff, because usual cutoff will tell you how many questions do you have to attempt. Usual cutoff will tell you how many questions do you need to attempt. Because, for example, in the general category for IAS examinations, the usual cutoff is, let's say, 100 to 105. So if you know the cutoff is 100 to 105, you should know if you only attempt 50-55 questions, this will not be enough. If you only attempt 50-55 questions, this will just not be enough. That is why you should know the cutoff. A good number of attempts should be anywhere from 75 to 85. These are the number of questions that you should attempt. Sure, Sagar. किसी को भी यूपीएससी प्रीलिम्स में कॉन्फिडेंटली 30-35 से ज़्यादा सवालों के जवाब नहीं आते हैं. अब भाई केवल 30 से 35 में तो आप आंसर कर नहीं सकते, केवल 30 से 35 में तो कट ऑफ क्लियर नहीं होगा. अब आपको पता होना चाहिए कुछ चीज़ें. पहली चीज़, यूजुअली कट ऑफ क्या जाती है जनरल कैटेगरी के लिए. फॉर एग्जांपल, यूजुअली द कट ऑफ इज 100 टू 105. सो अगर 50-55 क्वेश्चन ही आप अटेम्प्ट करोगे, वो तो काफ़ी नहीं है, कुछ तो गलत करोगे ना भाई. यू कैन नेवर आंसर क्वेश्चन विद 100% एक्यूरेसी. 100% एक्यूरेसी तो होता ही नहीं है. सो कुछ तो आपको स्कोप छोड़ना पड़ेगा ना यार, कि कुछ गलत हो सकते हैं, कुछ ठीक हो सकते हैं, तो कुछ स्कोप तो रहेगा. तो 100% एक्यूरेसी नहीं रहेगी. सो केवल 50-55 क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करके तो नहीं काम चलेगा. फिर क्या करना पड़ेगा अगर वो नहीं हो रहा है तो? यू हैव टू गेट इन योर माइंड व्हाट इज द नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चन यू हैव टू अटेम्प्ट. अब इसमें दो टाइप के लोग होते हैं, दो टाइप के. एक वो होते हैं जो कसम खा के आते हैं कि भैया 90 तो अटेम्प्ट करने ही करने. देयर आर सम पीपल who make a promise to themselves that I will at least attempt 90 questions at least, because they think that if I don't attempt at least 90 there is a very little chance I will get through. Second category is those people who say I will only answer those where I am confident. No tukka, no chance. I will only answer those where I am confident. Those are the people who only attempt 50-55 questions. Both approaches are wrong. Both approaches are wrong. Before the examination starts, you cannot decide in your mind that I will attempt these many questions, because you never know how the paper will be. एग्जाम शुरू होने से पहले आप मन में नहीं बना सकते कि इतने तो मैं अटेम्प्ट करूंगा ही करूंगा, क्योंकि भाई यू नेवर नो कैसा होने वाला है पेपर. व्हाट इफ द पेपर इज वेरी टफ, देन यू कांट अटेम्प्ट 90. सो यू कांट मेक अप इन योर माइंड कि भाई मुझे इतने करने ही करने हैं. दैट इज अ चॉइस दैट यू हैव टू मेक इन द एग्जामिनेशन हॉल. You have to make that choice in the examination hall. Yes, be prepared कि भाई 60-65 से कम में तो नहीं होने वाला है. 65 से कम में तो किसी हाल में नहीं होने वाला है, because cut off for general category, again the cut off minimum goes 96 to 90. This is minimum. When the paper is very tough, then the cut off goes 96-90, but usually the cut off can be expected to be around 105. So 65 तो minimum होना ही चाहिए. But then you should not make a target कि no matter what 90 करूंगा, 95 करूंगा. No, that is not how it works. You have to see, you have prepared for 1 year, 1.5 year. After this much preparation, after preparing for 1 year, 1.5 year, you are all smart enough to understand if the paper is easy or tough. You can decide for yourself in the examination hall when you see the paper, if the paper easy or tough. If you think the paper is very tough, then you don't need to attend 90 questions. That is just foolishness. If you think the paper is easier, then please, yes, go ahead, attempt 85, attempt 90. But if you think, no, the paper is very tough, please don't push yourself to attend everything. That is not how it should work. Second, please use the elimination technique. You do not need to know every statement to answer the question. Many times you will get 1, 2 and 3 statements. राघवेंद्र एप्लीकेशन आने वाला है, बस अभी एक हफ्ते में आ जाएगा. Many times you will get 3 statements in the question. Even if you don't know every statement, the options will be like that कि आप eliminate कर सकते हैं. For example, let's say options are like this: 1 and 2 only. फिर option B can be 2 and 3 only. Option D can be, let's say, 1 only, and C can be 1 only, and D can be all of the above. Now, even if you don't know, आपको सारे स्टेटमेंट नहीं पता है, अगर आपको इतना पता है कि 1 तो गलत है, फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज रॉन्ग, इतना पता है तो भी आपका आंसर आ जाएगा. 1 is wrong means A cannot be the answer, C cannot be the answer, D cannot be the answer. बचा B तो बस आंसर. Please use the elimination technique. Even if you don't know all the statements, सारे statement नहीं भी पता है ठीक है या गलत है, even then you can answer. You don't need to know all the statement. आपको सारे statements जानने की बिल्कुल भी ज़रूरत नहीं है. Even if you know a few statements, even if you know 1 statement or 2 statement, you can easily get the answer. Now comes that problem, second problem. If there are 4 options, A, B, C and D, you have eliminated 2. For example, you know A is not the answer, D is not the answer, you're confused between B and C. How many of you will attempt this question if you are confused between 2? How many of you will attempt the question? How many of you will leave the question? Let's see. If you have confusion between two options only, will you attempt the question? Will you not attempt the question? Yes, Nandini, that is absolutely right. Will you attempt the question? Will you not attempt the question? If you have confusion between two options, will you attempt the question or will you say, no, I will not attempt the question? What do you think? Okay, Aishwarya. Will you take a chance? Will you not take a chance? Okay, Pragati. Okay, Swapnil. Okay, Abhishek. Ashish. Okay, Tripathi. Okay, Gulam. Okay, Nandini. Okay, now let's see. Let's assume. Guys, if it is buffering, give me 1 minute. Is it better now, guys? Is it better now? Can you hear me now? Is it better? Is it better now? Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Sorry for that trouble. Better? Perfect, 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 perfect. Sorry for that trouble. So I was asking you whether you will attempt a question in which you are confused between two options or not. If you're confused between two options or not, whether you will attempt the question or not. Now, let's assume that there are 20 questions where you are confused between two options. पहले तो मैं बता दूं, there will be very few questions where you will be 100% sure of the answer. There will be very few questions जहां पे आप 100% आंसर में श्योर होगे. Mostly you will always be confused between two options. Let's assume there are 20 questions where you are confused between two options और आपने तुक्का लगाया सब में, right? आपने सब में तुक्का लगाया. You take a chance. Let's say 10 are correct and 10 are incorrect. 10 are correct and 10 are incorrect, right? 10 correct के कितने मार्क्स मिलेंगे आपको? You will get plus 20. 10 incorrect में how many negative marking you will get? You will get minus 0.6, minus 6.6. You will get minus 6.6. So even if you are 10 correct and 10 incorrect, you will still gain 13.4 marks. 13.4 फिर भी आपको मिलेंगे. Even then, अगर आपको लगता है कि नहीं इतना ठीक नहीं होगा, फिर भी let's say out of 20 questions 8 are correct, 12 are incorrect. आपने तुक्का लगाया, सब में तुक्का लगाया. Two options से 50-50 चांस है. If you're confused between two options, there's a 50% chance ठीक होगा, 50% chance गलत होगा, right? Even if 8 are correct, 12 are incorrect, even then see क्या होगा? 8 correct means plus 16, 12 incorrect means minus 8. फिर भी you will get how many marks? फिर भी you will get 8 plus marks. फिर भी you will get plus 8 marks. So if you see, अगर आप if you are confused between two options, you should attempt that. Please always attempt a question where you are confused between two options only. Please do attempt that. As you can see, अगर आप 50% probability से भी लगाओगे, 8 ठीक गए, 12 गलत गए, फिर भी see you are scoring well. You are getting something in positive. If you are confused between three options, तो क्या करना है? If you are confused between three options, then you have to see how many have you already attempted. If your number of attempt is very low, बहुत कम attempt किया है, केवल 50 question attempt हुए हैं, बाकी में you are confused between three, तो you have to attempt. फिर आपको attempt करना पड़ेगा. But if you have already attempted 75 questions and now you are confused between three options, the remaining question तो मत attempt करना. फिर don't attempt that. Don't attempt if you have already attempted good number of questions, 75-80 questions, फिर मत attempt करो. But if you are still attempted only 50, तो attempt करना पड़ेगा, right? Very, very important. Avoid the extremes. Guys, again, this is a technique that will not work every time, but if you have no other option, बहुत कम attempt किए हैं, you have to attempt. Then whenever these words appear, this is usually wrong. These are usually wrong because these are extreme words. These are usually wrong. Whenever a statement has these kind of words, this is usually, again, हमेशा नहीं. So don't close your eyes और ये word देखते ही मना कर दो, ऐसे मत करो. Usually wrong. हमेशा नहीं होगा, but these are usually wrong, these statements. I'll give you some examples. This was a question asked in the IAS prelims. Let's assume आपको नहीं पता है, ठीक है? Let's assume आपको नहीं पता है. Question about Gram Nyayalaya Act. First statement, as per Gram Nyayalaya Act, the Gram Nyayalayas can only hear civil cases and not criminal. This is wrong. The word only is the trap. Both the statement, it can hear civil and criminal, both the cases. This statement is wrong. And that is why the answer is B. This was asked in the IAS prelims. I will give you one more example. This question was asked in 2020 prelims. This question was asked in 2020 prelims. Let's assume you don't know the answer. Let's assume you don't know the answer. The question is with reference to India's desert national park, which is correct. Now look at the second statement. There is no human settlement inside. Let's assume this is extreme. I am marking this incorrect. Second is incorrect means A is gone, B is gone, D is also gone. You are left with C, which is the correct answer. See, you get the answer just by this one trick. I am not saying this will apply to every question. This may apply to some questions. This may not apply to some question. But if you have no other option, तुक्का मारना ही मारना है, कुछ और नहीं रह गया है, you have attempted very little questions और आपको कुछ और नहीं आइडिया आ रहा है, तो this is the way to go. This was asked in 2020 prelims. हमेशा मत करना, but you can do this. Also, one more thing. Many times you have option D like all of the above, and some of the time option D is none of the above. Again, if you have no knowledge about it, कोई knowledge नहीं है और तुक्का मारना ही मारना है because you have not attempted enough questions. If you have not attempted enough questions and there is an option all of the above or none of the above, please understand all of the above has a higher chances of being correct. None of the above, very little chance that this will be correct. Very, very little chance. All of the above will be correct. It has a much higher chance. None of the above, on the other hand, there is not a good chance that it will be correct. So, अगर तुक्का मारना है, if you have no option and you have to do something, then please go with all of the above. Don't go with none of the above. Again, if you know it already, then fine. It is only for that case when you don't know something, you have to attempt. गुलाम बिल्कुल नेगेटिव मार्क होगा, आईएएस में नेगेटिव मार्क होता ही है, बट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, अगर बहुत कम अटेम्प्ट किए हैं तो भी आपका सिलेक्शन तो नहीं होगा. तो अगर बहुत कम अटेम्प्ट किए हैं, यू हैव टू डू समथिंग, देन यू कैन यूज दिस ट्रिक. एंड नाउ ऑल्दो द सेशन हैज एंडेड, बट द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट स्टिल रिमेन्स. I would like to remind you, for the EPFO examination, less than 70 days are left. For IAS 2021 prelims, only 118 days are remaining. For 2022, only less than 500 days are remaining. Means it is a perfect day to join the Gradeup Super subscription to help yourself in your preparation. There is a Gradeup Super amazing offer for the month of March. In the beginning, for just a few days, when you join Gradeup Super, you will get a scratch on this, and you will get 30 to 50% off on your Gradeup Super subscription. Pragati, good attempts depend on how the paper is. If it is very difficult, then anywhere between 65 to 70 is good. But if you think it's a moderate paper, then you have to go ahead with 80 and 85 attempts. These are the free sessions that we have on the Gradeup app for all of you. Please do take a screenshot, join our amazing faculties in these sessions. The 10 a.m. session is taken by me, where I discuss 5 important current affair questions every single day. These are the ongoing courses at Gradeup. The 2021 crash course for prelims is going on in Hindi and English languages. For 2022, complete course for GS prelims cum mains is going on in Hindi and English medium. It has just started. And the EPFO course, the revision course, will begin on 3rd of March. If you get the Gradeup Super subscription, this is the best thing that you can get for your preparation. You will get complete access to all the UPSC courses. No need to purchase any separate course. You get the best experienced faculty, and you get mock tests and sectional tests for all your revision purposes. These are the faculty members. You would have attended their classes. This is me, Harshmeet Singh. I teach polity and governance. to all the batches at Gradeup. We have Kovar sir, Abhishek sir, Rohan sir, Vasu sir, Teja sir, and many other teachers, and I'm sure you would have attended their classes as well. Also, if you are on Telegram, do search for the Gradeup IAS preparation channel. All the faculties are members of this group. We also upload daily current affairs, study material, and short notes there. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Have a good day ahead. Bye bye. I'll see you soon in my classroom at Gradeup. Bye, guys.